Hi friends. So I have been really been liking Harry Potter lately, and I just wanted to talk about all the houses. But the main thing I want to talk about is all the shame that is being put on Hufflepuffs. So if you're a proud Hufflepuff like myself, please don't be ashamed to be one. You should be proud because Hufflepuffs is the best house. I know I'm biased, but I think they're the best house. I always did. But to be honest, I always thought I was Gryffindor when I was younger. But one day I decided I wanted to verify it, and it turned out I was a Hufflepuff. At first I was like, okay, this is odd. So that's when I first got into the series. I was a little confused on what a Hufflepuff was, because they weren't really in the series, which I really would do anything to change. But it's what it is, and just gotta deal with it. Us proud Hufflepuffs, we gotta stick together. Yep, we do. But there is quite a bit of shame going on, which, yeah, and I just wanted to say that. So if you're a Hufflepuff and you feel ashamed to be one, don't be, because they are the best. They are hardworking, they are loyal, they are kind, they are sweet, they are the best. And I just want to talk about that. Now, we're going to be going through all the houses I said. Now, I'm not saying all the other houses are bad, but let's get talking about that. Gryffindor, they are for the bold and brave, very selfless people, which I admire. Sometimes I kind of so I'm proud to be a Hufflepuff, but I'm also I'm kind of in a way I'm a Gryffindor because I'm a little brave. I take risks sometimes, but yes. So Gryffindors, J.K. Rowling, I watched an interview, and from a couple of years ago, she is a Gryffindor, but she wishes she was a Hufflepuff. But if she likes Hufflepuff so much, then why didn't she make it in the books more? Sorry, I'm just a little upset right now, but I'm just confused on why. Why? If she likes it so much, why didn't she put it in the books more? Comment your thing. Unless my comments are turned off, which I don't understand. A lot of things are driving me insane lately, especially my mom. But let's get talking about Gryffindor. Say Gryffindor, they are the bold and brave, the selfless. I think they're a good house, but I think that not all people from Gryffindor are good. I personally think that it is a little ridiculous that everyone in Gryffindor is good. I think there are bad Gryffindors, and I'm going to give you a couple examples because I want you guys to know the truth. So one example is Peter Pettigrew. There's one example, and I think it's a little ridiculous that all Slytherins are bad, because I don't think that it's necessarily on what house you're in. I think it is about your choices, like with Harry, like what Dumbledore told Harry in the Chamber of Secrets. It doesn't matter if you're like someone bad or not. Your choices are what make you who you are. If you have similar abilities to someone who's bad, and you're starting to think that you're bad, don't think that. If you're a good person, then you're good. If you think you're a bad person, just think. Just think about this one thing. Would you hurt anybody? If you say yes, you might be a bad person. But if you say, no, absolutely not, then I don't think you're a bad person. Because I think there is a very, very clear line between good and bad. I personally think there is no good and bad. I personally think that there's good and bad in every single person. I really admire what Sirius said. I think it is the truth. There's no good and bad. There's only good and bad in everyone. We just have to choose to what act on. That's what Sirius told Harry. And I really admire that. And I think that is the truth. So if you want to be bad, bitch. If you want to be good, be good. Be my homie. Yeah, and that's the truth. So that's all for Gryffindor. So yeah, that's done talking about Gryffindor. So we're gonna be moving on to Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. I personally think that they don't give enough information. I personally think that they are kind of like for the risk takers and the, like, more smart people like Hermione. But I also think that I think that Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff aren't in the series more, and that I hope in The Cursed Child. I haven't been able to see The Cursed Child because it's a play which many people are unhappy about. Same with me. I want to see it. But I know a little bit, but I'm not going to spoil it for you friends, just in case you live in Toronto, because that's where the play is taking place. So lucky you who live in Toronto right now. But yeah, let's get back to talk about Ravenclaw. They are great. They're a good house. All these houses are good. I personally think that all bad people don't come from Slytherin. Like, there are, like, as I said before, good and bad in everyone. I really want to input this in people because this is the truth. There have to be people who believe me. Now, yes, I just need to cool my head off just there. But that is the truth. And let's get... Now, Ravenclaw, I don't have a lot of... Sorry, I just farted if you heard that. Ooh. But I personally don't think that... Again, if they hear enough... That they have enough information about that house. So I can't say much. All I know... I personally think they're for the risk takers and the smart. But I don't have enough information at the time. But let's get talking about Slytherin. First thing I want to say is that not all bad people come from Slytherin. The house has such a bad reputation. And I'm not just saying this because... I wouldn't be saying this because I'm biased. I'm not biased. I'm not biased. I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm a proud Hufflepuff, as I said before. Sorry, I just had to... But I'm a proud Hufflepuff, and I think that if you're a Hufflepuff looking at this, and if you hate Hufflepuff, stop spreading the shame, because there's a lot of bad stuff about Hufflepuff out in this world, and I think it needs to stop. Every like you give this video is another be bad bitches to Hufflepuffs. Well, be whoever you want to be. If you want to be bad, go be bad. Go out there. If you want to be good, be good. So yeah, if you want to be good sometimes, good sometimes, bad sometimes, go be that. Be whoever you want to be, because you can. If you work hard, you can be anything. It's just for some things, you gotta work really hard. And my parents have taught me that. So yeah, and I think that is the truth. And now let's start talking about the... what house did I leave off on? Ravenclaw. Oh, wait, no. Slytherin. I think Slytherins have a bad reputation that needs to stop. And that there should be more, and I think it's a little... I personally don't like that all Gryffindors are good and all Slytherins are disgusting and all Hufflepuffs are nothing and Ravenclaws for smart. I think that isn't true. We have to go deeper into this series and find out. There's not enough information out there, but every single nook and cranny of information I can find, I'll find it. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you. I'll find you Hogwarts information. So yeah, I think that is the truth. So yeah. Did I talk about the house? I talked about Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Slytherin. I think I need to talk about Slytherin a little more. Now, in the second movie, I'm not trying not to give spoilers, but I already have, so what the heck. If you haven't watched the series, turn off this video and leave! But if you haven't, and you're new to the series, and you're only on the second movie, then listen up. So, we know why. I think that not all Slytherins are bad and not all Gryffindors are good. Like, some Gryffindors are bad. Like cowards, even though the house is meant for bravery. Just like Peter Pettigrew. So, yeah, I think that is the truth. And I don't like that idea. Let's just stop spreading the hate about Hufflepuffs. It is a beautiful house, and everyone who's a Hufflepuff, be proud. This is just an amazing house. It just doesn't have a reputation. And we need to build that somehow. And I don't know how I am, but I'm gonna try, and believe me. Let's get more time about Slytherin. It is a house that all the information that I know is bad, but I'm trying to think about the good. Well, not all people are Slytherin are bad. I don't have that much information, even though it is the second main house. But J.K. Rowling, if you're ever watching this, I think your series is amazing. But I think that you should have put Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw more in. And you should stop the idea, and you should have made it differently so that a Hufflepuff, well, not Hufflepuff, but Gryffindor, some Gryffindors are bad, and some Slytherins are good, because I think that everyone's different, and if you want to be bad, you be bad. If you want to be good, be good. If you want to be both, be both. Like, seriously, you can be whoever you want to be if you work hard. And just believe me, because this is truth. I may be only 10-year-old, but a lot of my family members have told me I'm wise for a 10-year-old, so believe me. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and click on notifications. And thank you for watching. Bye!